In 2014, SEMCOG adopted the Bicycle and Pedestrian Travel Plan for Southeast Michigan. We identified the various bicycle and pedestrian facilities that existed throughout the region. This foundation made it possible to envision a unified system for non-motorized travel and benchmark the system, enabling us to evaluate and measure improvements. Whether it's a new sidewalk to a neighborhood school, a trail that connects to one of the region's 2,600 parks, or a newly paved bicycle lane to work. The Bicycle and Pedestrian Network is a vital component of our region's health, mobility, and economic success. In just 4 years, much has been accomplished. Southeast Michigan now has 3,000 miles of walking and biking opportunities. Since 2014, over 200 miles of new pathways and bikeways have been added, including the region's first 24 miles of protected bike lanes, 105 miles of local bike routes, a 29% increase, 57 miles of shared use paths, and 93 miles of shared lane markings. The plan lays out a vision for the future with 6 overarching goals, including safety, connectivity, multimodal options, education and encouragement, sustainability, and evaluation. First is improving safety to reduce bicycle and pedestrian crashes.
Really, the region has invested heavily, both fiscally and mentally, into non-motorized transportation. All of Chelsea's public schools are in town, and we really needed to improve our sidewalk network so we'd have safer crossings for our pedestrians, particularly school-age children.
I mean, I think walking and biking is, especially as it relates to our downtown, is absolutely critical.
Mid-block crossings make it easier to visit local attractions. SEMCOG's Walk, Bike, Drive Safe campaign reminds us that safety is everyone's responsibility. The second goal is increasing connectivity to regional destinations and core services. An expanded non-motorized network makes it easier to reach regional assets, improving quality of life and recreation opportunities.
One of the things that we're really proud of here in Ferndale is our marked bike lanes, our walkability. You know, Ferndale's a relatively small town. We're only 4 square miles. We can only do what we're doing in partnership with the neighboring communities, with SEMCOG, who has been a wonderful partner of ours, because we know that our neighbors are not our competitors. We're just a piece of this puzzle in Southeast Michigan.
The third goal is providing multimodal options for people who walk and bike.
Bicycling is extraordinarily important for the city and its residents. Number one, because of the healthy lifestyle, but number two, it gives you another transportation option. It's another tool in our toolbox.
Bike share systems and onboard storage complement public transit and expand access to core services.
It's a pure Michigan experience for people, whether they're traveling across country or just to Chicago or from Chicago to Michigan, they can bring their bikes and experience what Michigan has to offer. For instance, in Detroit, they can connect to Michigan's Iron Belt Trail that traverses the entire state of Michigan.
The fourth goal is providing education and encouragement. SEMCOG creates opportunities for local officials to learn from each other and collaborate.
Oftentimes, communities say that they want to be more walkable or bikeable, but they're not exactly sure how to get the job done. SEMCOG Technical Assistance helps communities translate their goals and concepts into action plans.
Well, as I come across new residents moving into town, they ask what recreation we have. And I tell them the first thing about the bike trails.
And when we opened, most of the biking was on the paved and dirt roads in the area. And now with the new expanding trail systems, we're getting more people in town biking on the trail systems, and we're getting a lot of people from other parts of the state that come and visit our trails. Yeah, they talk about how much fun it is to be able to ride without having to worry about traffic, and they come in for maps to go see what trails are around the whole state and the whole SEMCOG region.
The fifth goal is promoting an economically and environmentally sustainable system.
It's kind of a wow factor coming through this tunnel here and then out, and all you see is water. So we found that every time you connect with another section of trail, the additional use is almost exponential.
It's the largest contiguous piece of shoreline, open and accessible to the public in the entire thumb of Michigan. So this is an incredibly valuable stretch of parkland that we have now. And again, it's turned into a huge asset to drive people to our downtowns.
So it's very clear that Pittsville Township residents want us to grow and expand our non-motorized amenities. SEMCOG has been a tremendous partner with Pittsville Township in allowing us to do just that.
Planning for maintenance while leveraging diverse funding sources, including federal and state programs, as well as local millages, ensures that the system can expand in a sustainable way. The sixth goal is evaluating the region's bicycle and pedestrian system to measure its impact.
Good data leads to good decisions, and we realized that we had a bit of a gap when it came to non-motorized data. Our priority is always safety, and we've had some real positive feedback with regard to that. And we're installing new facilities. We're hearing a lot of good things about people feeling safer, but there's still more work to be done. We need to be making sure that we're separating modes whenever we can to make sure that we're working towards Vision Zero.
There's never been a better time to walk and bike in Southeast Michigan. Leaders have stepped up throughout state and local government, along with private enterprises and advocates, to increase access and safety in all of our region's diverse places. As we evaluate data and focus on further improvements, there is no telling how far continued effort and collaboration will take us.